two defenders to kick things off. NIP get to take away 2 attackers. We'll swap sides after 6 rounds, and then we'll do...
They're very, very similar in all departments apart from... Hits and Wizard are currently up on the top floor, so there's only maximum 3 available to kind of react directly on site. Jigsaw manages to find Pino. That's one of them lost as well. Mad. Jigsaw making a push up square. Fantasy does manage to take him down. We picked up. Dear. You have to deal with him on the roam.
And look where he is. He's above...
If they'd recognise the opportunity there, especially when they get the kill onto Pino, we can possibly get in here. You know, you can't play into CCTV, but had they been able to push through to lockers...
Hates up on that top floor. They're going to go for it, Tim. Hail Mary. With a little bit of challenge coming on through, but again, that hatch is going to be a real problem for them. And Fantasy strikes once more. The hip fire comes in onto the head of Cairo, and that pretty much shuts this one down. Bappen, left alive all by himself, was hoping to catch Fantasy, but unfortunately, he slipped to the nets. And there's only one way that this round goes, Tim. Almost a shot coming in from Basetto, but NIP will hold on.
This is the problem with playing Bank against Fantasy, honestly. He's absolutely brilliant on this map. He rarely has a bad game, and we're seeing it in front of us. I think Enterprise here are probably going to learn a lesson. I hope they do anyway. They need to learn it quickly, and that is that we cannot ignore when NIP players are out in the map. If we're going to, we have to commit to ignoring them. You know, you can't stand around in server. Everybody knows that. The hatch is open. Fantasy's just absolutely, you know, we've got them all up on the top floor. They know that they don't need to get aggressive in that way. Need to be careful there as well. It's that man Fantasy. He has been pushed back, but he's still doing damage onto the windows. Jigsaw, however, picks up the opener, gets Wizard. This is good. The fact they've forced Fantasy away from that position. Cairo gets another onto Basetto. Great attack so far from Enterprise, Des.
Yeah, looking really good for them. They're in a great spot where Brendo's now got 2 kills from the same spot. Has just posted himself up on the long angle and been rewarded for it. Great work, and this again is why control of this white hole from the rappel is so important. And Pino, well, he's in a bit of an oven there, Tim. That grenade's going to see him fizzled out and popped away. A good round for Enter.
Top floor, we are now halfway through the round, and they need to get things moving, and that will help them do it. Cairo takes out hits. That gives them access to stock. Wizard does manage to use that nitro to get the kill, takes down Bath. And if you have a look, bottom right of your screen, check those first floors. Everybody is now back down to site. So Enterprise have got about 30 seconds to use those verticals, and use them they will, Des. Cairo, Brendo, 1 apiece, starting to create a little bit of space. Pino, however, fighting back from outside of the site, using that experience. However, it's Wizard who's going to do the damage. It's 2 with the Reaper, but it's that man again. Jigsaw takes him down with a headshot, and Enterprise know.
Mindful here. They know what's going on now. They've seen it 2 rounds in a row. It's got
not going to be affected by those flashes, but he does get forced deeper. He's choosing to play his life here. Now that the hatch is open, his opportunity to escape is gone. He just needs to try to take some with him.
He's got to play his life here. Hates getting very risky as well on an attempted swing there. This is where the shield's going to come in handy, though, against this shotgun. The C4 pre-plays, as you can see. No way!
Beautiful!
Basetto, you have been done, my friend. Cairo taking over blue stairs, large and in charge, and now we can start looking towards and execute him. But there are still 3 smokes in the back pocket of Pino. He can waste a lot of the remaining time.
He can waste all of it if he gets these in the right place. It's going to need a bit of movement from Cairo, and that's exactly what he's going to do. Not only did he get the important kill onto the Warden, he's going to firm the plant as well and get out of there. This is a brilliant attack from Enterprise, and it all started with that fuse push onto blue stairs. He went fishing, and he caught himself a big one when he got the Warden taken out, and it has just opened up round 4 for Enterprise.
I think Pino being pressured was the real thing that saved them here in a sense, Enterprise. Otherwise, yeah, Cairo probably gets brought down by those smokes, but there is nowhere near enough time. Wizard quite literally off and Narnia up on the top floor here. They haven't got anywhere near enough time. Brendo's ready for him. A 4v2, make it a 4v1, and a 4v none to follow. Enterprise.
Out the last time that we attacked onto this side. So well held by NIP so far, and now it's a bit of a scramble for Enterprise because that plan has failed. They have to start moving around, and that's going to mean winning some gunfights. Jigsaw is able to win the first. The challenge is attack, and it might just cost them here.
Yeah, the 2 nades that Jigsaw has, you know, you'd hope one will go towards that castle barricade to expose site, but no, not necessarily required because Jigsaw's found 2 for himself, Tim. Starting to cook his way down towards Whitehall here, makes it a 3rd. Oh, 1 back for Hates and 2 for Basetto. 2 taps onto 2 players. It's all down to Brendo by himself. Hates and Basetto, they've done the hard work, Tim. This one surely is an NIP round.
Yeah, it certainly looks that way. The challenge coming in. I don't know if he's heard him go prone there. Yes, he did. But Basetto, pistol out at the ready, takes his man down. And it is a good hold from NIP. That castle...
Bappen, let's get in and get this down now because it's going to be a massive recovery effort. Every single player is alive and our diffuser is going down. Finally one falls as Fantasy gets rid of Jigsaw. That's one that's going to sting a little bit, but you know what stings more, Tim? A post plant.
They really have played for the post plant here, NIP. That is the plan, but are they able to execute? Fantasy manages to get one, but traded by Brendo, and it looks like Enterprise have had the amount of time that they needed to get themselves into a better position. Oh, Cairo, he really needs to win that one. Hits, takes him down. Could be a big difference maker because it allows Pino now to get onto the diffuser. He's just going to stick this almost certainly, but no, he's taken down. Tuhan with the finish onto Hits, and it is over surely as Basetto tries to fight back, but time is not on his side. Another round for Enterprise. Look, NIP took a risk.
Completely crumble on the other or vice versa. In fact, we saw it in one of the Falcons. That's the last one.
5 seconds left before they can start pushing in here. This is going to be seriously last-ditch attempt from NIP.
They've got to go in for a drop here, and that's exactly what they're going to try and do. But no, he looks the wrong way. Kara gets a freebie, C4 at the ready, and that should be all too easy. Basetto removed. They have dodged everything that has been thrown at them by NIP. Enterprise with a masterful defense. They're going to find themselves up 5-2, Tim.
Frame it and hang it in a gallery, Des.
Hang it in the Louvre. For them. Only the one Rotero left, the shield's still standing. Of course, you've got the Twitch drones, which is really the crucial thing to get in here to help deal with these mirror windows. But look, even at this point, they're not sure if someone's there or not. However, Kairo's the first to fall as Hates has managed to get himself in on the entry. A trade onto Fantasy comes out from Brendo. This little mad dance here around Bananas, the key one for Wizard, and he gets Jigsaw. Crucial kill, because now can look through the entirety of sight, and they carry on from there.
Yeah, they've managed to deal with that mirror window with a Selma from range. I'm a little bit surprised by that. I thought that's the one thing that would have been covered off and shot off, but no. They've managed to get it done, NIP, and it's really opened up the round for them. It's forced Enterprise to move around, and as they've done, that NIP have been able to pick up the kills. So it's all up to Bappen at the minute. He's currently out on Marble Stairs. NIP have got complete control of sight. They can go in and plant now, which Hates is on his way to do, but Pino, he's able to pick up the kill before the diffuser needs to go down. That's going to mean Brendo just needs to be a little bit more cautious in this position. It kind of locks him in, really. Difficult for him to move away. However, look at this. Cairo gets one with the Nitro. Bappen doubles down, one onto Fantasy as well. Hates does manage to leave Brendo up here to support him, to say, look, play your lives a little bit. So long as one of you gets back, it's fine. Two-Hand does indeed do that. Finds the kill onto Wizard. Brendo onto Pino. They've never been able to clear this top floor. By contrast, Enterprise did it phenomenally well against NIP, and they are starting to now find themselves on the back foot here, the Brazilians, in a serious way. And great things.
You can't contain Brendo. Can't contain.
Hates playing the hatches at the minute. Fantasy, Pino, Basetto are all about taking server, and then Wizard is the one that's being left towards Marble just to watch for any flanks. Bappen absolutely slams Fantasy.
Tucked in by default, a little bit of support from up above as Pino drops the hatch as well, but out comes Cairo again! Bappen collects, and none of these two are deleting the Brazilians. Hates gets one back, there's a trade there from Jigsaw. Enterprise have dismantled NIP. Wizard's all that's left, but we know how this one ends, Tim.
Almost certainly. I mean, he's going to try and get something going for his team. He's got 30 seconds left to go, but with the way Enterprise have played this, they've still got a presence in server. There was never a plan from NIP, really, to deal with that clash realistically, and it has hurt them. Cairo played his shield for as long as he could, and then when they took it away from him, he was still able to get kills, including the final one. You see what it means to Enterprise. Lovely. Yeah, that